7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Is she satisfied or dissatisfied? She is just a customer, just like everyone else. Like always, giving it to you raw and unedited. Over to you, the short one.
Hey, welcome to another week of my amazing I Am Just a Customer podcast. Again, I am recording this during the day, so you will probably hear sirens of some sort or King Kong beating his chest and roaring. Do monkeys roar? Gorillas roar? King Kong, gorilla. Yeah, do they? But you do that. No, I think I'm thinking of Tarzan. But anyway, because last night, for some reason, I completely forgot. I normally record early hours in the morning, and I completely forgot. Even today, I completely forgot. I thought, oh crap, I got to do the podcast. I just done it just now, you know. So anyway, so the museum, St. Albans Museum, is finally opened. Yep, it opened on Friday. When I was on Facebook, I can't remember which page that I like. They did a live feed, and it looked like there was crowds of people, like crowds of people. Like it would have been, like, I don't know, just crowds of people. But like, yeah, like, you know, when the Pope comes to visit and everyone's there and doing Hail Marys and stuff, I thought it was literally going to be like that. But when I went out, let's say about an hour after it opening, I guess, I don't know, whatever, it was no crowd. Yes, there were people eating in the eating area outside, but I didn't see any queues or anything, because I even thought, oh gosh, the short one, you're going to have to look your best. You're going to have to look fly. You got to be on fleek on how you dress, because, you know, it's going to be long queues, and because I walk kind of slow, it gives enough time for people to stare at me. And there could be someone famous or something. But no, nothing. No queue, no nothing. And I saw the bouncers, or, I don't know, security guards, whatever you want to call them, outside the museum. And I thought, oh, was there a rowdy crowd? Was there a riot? I don't know. But it didn't seem like there would have been. It looked very quiet and calm. But yeah, so it was a bit disappointing, because I really did think that, I mean, I knew about it because, you know, the groups I follow within the area. But then I thought, did they market this well? Was it, how much did they spend on marketing? Because I really did think there's going to be like hordes of people and, you know, that kind of stuff. My mum was coming on the next day, on Saturday, and I thought that, you know, oh, Mum, you know, we may not be able to get in because of the queues, especially on Saturday as well, because it's the day after. But even on Saturday, there was no queues, but the bouncers were still there. I guess they were probably put there to make it look, ooh, look at us, ooh, St. Albans, really making it official. I mean, it does look nice with them out there, but to me, it's like, I don't know, what are you securing, like, exactly? If you're securing the stuff that's in the museum, you wouldn't be really outside. I was assuming that you're probably there for crowd control, but there wasn't a crowd. But anyway, I don't want to speak badly of it. But it was kind of embarrassing in a way. So so I went into a corner shop and in the high street, and I was talking to a shop owner, and this is the day that it had opened. Oh, police car's coming. Not for me though. I'm all legit. Yes, I went into a shop and I was speaking to shop owner, and I was the only one there, and he looked really sort of fed up, and I was like, what's wrong? Me and my banter. The thing is, I had an appointment to go to, and I had 3 minutes to get to my appointment. But I started the conversation, so I had to deal with it. And he was, and he was just like, oh, the museum. You'd have thought that there's going to be loads of people. I guess he thought that, if there's loads of people, he gets loads of customers. And he said the same thing too, that the marketing that St. Albans did was practically, looked like there was no marketing. Like everyone looked like locals. And so we had a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a gossip. So we were talking about, I asked him about the BHS. I still can't believe the old BHS building is going to be turned into a hotel with restaurants. But he was saying to me that, because obviously I'm new to St. Albans, so I don't know too much. But he was saying to me that the hotel behind it, I've forgotten the hotel. It's a chain. The one with Lenny Henry, I've forgotten what it's called. But anyway, he was saying like they struggle to fill up their rooms. And he's surprised they're opening an even bigger hotel when the one behind struggles badly. And he made a good point. He was saying, because I was saying to him that, it's such a shame seeing all these like small businesses go and turn, and then it's the chains, the big guns who are taking over. And he said, actually, having the big guns coming increases the foot traffic, which actually in turn helps the small businesses. And I actually thought, oh, that's a point. He's got a point there. But I still think, especially like St. Albans, it should be more small businesses, like independent shops than the big guns. But I suppose he did have a point. But he did say that, cafes and that kind of stuff, they tend to thrive. So, you learn something new or another perspective. So, come the weekend, market day, and I went to go and hunt for the butcher. My mobile butcher, he's still not there, or they're still not there because it's two guys. I'm a bit concerned. I'm thinking, where are they? And loads of thoughts come into my head, all negative that I can't repeat. But I'm just thinking, where are they? I need my ribs. The short one needs her ribs and her pork chops and her chicken. I've had oxtail from there as well once, but I don't have to cook oxtail, so I gave it to my mum. Their sausages are nice. The Cumberland sausages. I was really struggling not to stutter there. They're nice, but I literally ate so much of them when I first moved in that I'm sick of them. But they're so good. I do miss eating them, and they're so filling. But I don't know where the hell they are. Like, seriously, where is the butchers? Bring back my butchers. So I went to, I'm saying so a lot of times. It's better than me saying like, I suppose. But anyway, so there's a toy shop at the top of the high street. And I went in there to go and get something. And the thing is, normally when you go into a shop, you just walk into the shop, you look at eye level. You may look up, you may look down, but you tend to go in eye level. So I guess it was muscle memory. So I'm going to the toy shop at the top of the high street. And my gosh, I almost broke a crawling toy. They've got like demonstrations of these things whizzing on the floor, and kids are like, kneeling on the floor and crawling, following these little things that are whizzing on the floor and stuff. And I did step on one. I was like, oh, okay, sorry, to the salesperson. And I just thought, oh, bloody hell, so much energy in here. Now I've got to look on the floor as well as looking at eye level, It was a headache in itself. I'm not really a person that likes a lot of chaotic stuff. But it's nice that kids were entertained, especially if you're a parent, because you can just go and browse through the shop and your kids being entertained, like just crawling on the floor. I hope you got those white things for their hands. But it was chaotic, and what I wanted was the back of the store. It's like, oh gosh. But when I came out, I just thought, okay, great, you know. But lucky enough, they never told me to pay for the item because I literally did like step on it. But yeah. So anyway, let's have a quick break. So don't forget on the website www.iamjustacustomer.com. On Facebook and Instagram, I am just a customer, and on Twitter, it's I'm just a customer. Don't forget, wherever you're listening to it, don't forget to review, share, do all that kind of jazz. What else am I missing out? Yeah, tell everyone about it as well. Do your thing. Support. Okay, going back. So, in the market, there was quite a few stores that hadn't opened. And yes, I know people get sick or people, you know, they need a holiday as well, but it would be nice if there was like, you know, people would get someone to help them out at the market. So you're always there. I mean, whoever was not there, I guess I didn't need anything from you, because it wasn't like, oh, you know, I can't find where I get this or that, except for the butchers. But if there is somebody that's loyal to you and then they come to you and it's like, oh, they're not there, it's not really a good thing to have. It's not a good thing to have. And I don't know if it's your fault or the council's fault, but to me, seeing an empty store, especially on a Saturday, it's not pleasant. But anywho, so 2 questions. When is sweet corn season? I'm actually craving right now, as we speak, for sweet corn. I want to nibble on some sweet corn like a squirrel. Is it a squirrel? Rabbit? No, rabbits don't eat sweet corn. Squirrel? You know when they're sort of like, I want to do that to the sweet corn. I'm actually wanting sweet corn. Sweet corn, corn on the cob. That's what I'm talking about, corn on the cob. Not that, because that didn't make sense if it was sweet corn, right? Especially when it's in a tin. No, corn on the cob. That's what I'm looking for. I saw a couple in the market, but they look a bit disheveled. So I guess it's not season yet. But I'm really, really, really craving for some corn on the cob. And then also, when the hell is it the massive, big football-sized nectarine season? I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. I just cannot talk. I think it happened last week on my previous podcast. I'm finding it like I'm struggling just talking. And I talk a lot. You'd think that I would have mastered the art form of speaking, but I'm finding it really problematic. But yeah, so those massive nectarines, like you have to literally hold them with 2 hands. They're like the size of a massive football. I don't know if footballs come in different sizes, but like a basketball. Like you got to hold it with like 3 hands and, you know, your kneecap, because you got to position yourself properly, and it is so good. And especially when they're really soft, they taste like a really good mango. For some reason, whenever I eat it, I always think mango. It tastes like a really nice mango, and then the skin is like a little bit sharp in taste, but it complements it when you take that big bite and the juice just spurts out from the side. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should be an advert. I should do an advert on nectarines. But yeah, they're so amazing. And I can't wait for that season to come out. Yeah, because I'm going to just pile up my fruit bowl with like massive nectarines and a couple of avocados. 'Cause I love avocado. Yeah, so I've got a new bed. Came with a mattress, and I need to contact, is it Manus, the charity people, to come and collect the old mattress. I think they take mattresses, I'm not sure, but I'll find out. But so I'm on 2 mattresses, and oh my gosh, number one, it literally comes up to my neck if I stand at the side of my bed. Everything, so I have to literally do a run and jump, like you're doing, what's that sport called? High jump. But I don't have a pole. Maybe I should use my Hoover as a pole. But yeah, I have to literally do a run and jump to get onto the bed. And when you get on the bed, you bounce. It's like, woo, I'm touching the ceiling. It's like, woo, almost hit my head on the ceiling. But yeah, so it's very bouncy. It's like a bouncy castle. And my inner child just wants to get up on the bed and start jumping on it. But I don't want to hit my head against the ceiling. Even though I've got high ceilings, I don't want to hit my head against the ceiling. So on Sunday, went with my friend and her kids and her fam to, do you know what? I've been here since 2015. I still can't pronounce the word. So I'm going to try. Here goes. Verulamium Park. I've got that completely wrong. So I went to the park, the massive park, and we walked. We went to that water park bit, the splash park, whatever it's called, because we were with child, and long ass walk. And I raced the little kid. Oh my gosh, it was my idea. I was just like, let's have a race. And she was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I gave her sister my bag. And the thing is, I didn't even think twice. All I kept thinking was, you know what, the short one, channel in your Zola Bud, your Flojo, I'm trying to think of female runners. Sarah Radcliffe, without stopping to have a piss or a shit or whatever she did those years ago. So I go, is this the bag? And I was like, on your marks, get set. And bearing in mind, at this point, I didn't think anything of it. All I just thought was the race. Because with her, she's only 7 years old. My thing with her is when we're competing for anything, whether we're playing a game or whether we're about to have this race I'm telling you about, I don't treat her like a child where it's like, oh, let the child win. I beat her fair and square. So anyway, I did that whole neck thing, when you sort of like getting ready to do the race and everything. And I was like, ready, steady, and I went, go. As soon as I just did that one step, and I thought, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm still running. I had legs like Usain Bolt when he was the fastest man, because he's no longer. I was speeding up, and then I realised this is not a good look. I've got boobs flapping everywhere. I'm starting to sweat. And I thought, oh shit, I'm starting to lose my breath. This is like midway, but I'm very competitive. So I see her just speeding past me, and I was like, no, pick up my speed, running. And for some reason at this point, as I'm running, it's not even a far run we did. I don't know distances, so I can't really tell you how many yards or meters or whatever. So I'm really shit at distances. But for some reason, suddenly everyone is walking towards us. Do you know what I mean? So what I did, I made no eye contact. But I think I've scarred those people for life. For what they saw. Because I had breasts flapping everywhere, bottom lip flapping everywhere, nostrils flaring, like sweat producing. And, when we got to our ending, the finish line, I realised how unhealthy I am. I couldn't talk. I was literally like, out of breath. The thing is, it wasn't even a far run. It wasn't even far. But it was just like, oh my gosh. And because we ended up at the Ye Old Fighting Cocks or Ye Old Cocks. And so people there must have seen like, what the fuck is that? Not who is that? What is that? Because I was literally leaning against the wall, I guess where there's property. And I was leaning on there and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to catch my breath. But how do I do that? By looking cool at the same time, which made it even worse. And I thought, you know what? Fuck looking cool. I need to catch my breath because I'm about to collapse right now. And it was, but the thing is, lucky enough, it was all quite quick. So so no one, I don't think, had time to get their phones out, their camera phones out and start recording and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so... I ran. Last time I ran, I think I was at school, like probably like junior school or something. But I ran. Oh my gosh, yeah, I ran. But for anyone that saw that, should I apologize? Or should I say you're welcome? You know what? I'm going to say you're welcome. You're very, very welcome. Love from the short one. And on that note, it's the end of this week's podcast. So don't forget, on the website, www.iamjustacustomer.com, and you'll see all the social links on there. And don't forget to spread it, share it, everything that you can possibly do. Yeah. So, as always, love, peace, and hair grease.
Oh, this you crazy mother.